Hello, you're watching Vnews Bulletin. Among our phone and now the headlines as usual. President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc paid tribute to late Party General Secretary Nguyễn Văn Cừ. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính chairs conference to review 15-year development of Southeastern region. And later on, Cà Mau developing community-based tourism. Let's begin our bulletin news. First of all, report on recent activity by the President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc. President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc paid tribute to late Party General Secretary Nguyễn Văn Cừ at a ceremony marking his 110th birthday in his home province of Bắc Ninh on July 9. Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, and National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ also sent baskets of flowers to the event. The President praised Nguyễn Văn Cü's great contributions to the party and the nation, saying he's forever the pride of the party and the nation. Nguyễn Văn Cừ, who was Party General Secretary from 1938 to 1941, was the talented young leader of Vietnam's revolution, one of the outstanding students of President Ho Chi Minh. Born into an intellectual family on July 9, 1912 in Phu Khê Kho Mieu, Từ Sơn Ward, Bắc Ninh Province, he joined revolutionary activities at the age of 15. In 1938, Nguyễn Văn Cừ was elected as the General Secretary of the Indochina Communist Party Central Committee, now the Communist Party of Vietnam. On the occasion of the 57th anniversary of War Invalids and Martyrs' Day, July 27th, President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc visited and presented gifts to wounded soldiers at Thuận Thành War Invalid Nursing Center in the northern province of Bắc Ninh. The facility is the largest war veteran nursing center in the north and home to the most seriously injured soldiers. Taking care of people with meritorious services to the revolution is a top priority of the party's policies, President Phúc said. This shows the responsibility and deep gratitude for those who sacrificed for the nation's independence and freedom and for the happiness and peaceful life of the people, he added. Earlier on the same day, the state leader visited Vietnamese heroic mother Nguyễn Thị Ngân, 102 years old, in Vũ Ninh Ward, Bắc Ninh City. Coming up now, report on recent activity by Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính. A conference was held in Ho Chi Minh City on July 9th to look into the implementation of the Politburo's resolution on promoting socio-economic development and ensuring national defense and security in the southeastern region and the southern key economic region in the 2005 to 2020 period. During the conference, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính stressed the need to take a joint mechanism managing the development of the southeastern region and the southern key economic region in general. Pointing out limitations during their development, Chính said a new resolution is needed with new guidelines, policies and mechanisms matching the current situation, thus creating new development space and impulse. He suggested creating 3 strategic breakthroughs covering infrastructure, especially transport infrastructure, human resources, institutions, and administrative reforms. The gross regional domestic product in the southern key economic region in 2020 was 2.6 times higher than that in 2010. While the number of new enterprises expanded by 81%, the highest nationwide. Especially foreign direct investment firms in southeastern region made up half of the national figure in 2020. We have more news coming up next. Let's take a look.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, on behalf of party and state leaders and people of Vietnam, gave a message of condolences to President of the Liberal Democratic Party and Prime Minister of Japan Kishida Fumio over the death of former Prime Minister Abe Shinzo on July 8. In the message, Chính extended the deepest sympathy to the Japanese government, people, and the bereaved family, and expressed his appreciation for Abe's special sentiments and valuable support to the land and people of Vietnam, as well as the extensive strategic partnership between the two countries. The same day, Minister of Foreign Affairs Bùi Thanh Sơn also sent condolences to his Japanese counterpart, Hayashi Yoshimasa.
Vietnam aims to replant or transplant about 107,000 hectares of coffee in the 2021 to 2025 period, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development has said. According to a project approved recently by the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, the productivity is expected to rise to 3.5 tons of coffee bean per hectare, with an income increasing by 1.5 to 2 times compared to the previous time. The combined area in the 5 Central Highland provinces is projected at around 91,000 hectares, with Lâm Đồng making the largest share, followed by Đắk Lắk, Đắk Nông, Gia Lai, and Con Tum. The attention will be paid to stepping up scientific and technological application as well as technological transfer, while building standardized irrigation systems. Supportive policies will also be rolled out, aiming to reduce losses, encourage cooperation and connectivity in production and consumption, and promote organic agriculture. In 2021, Vietnam's coffee exports reached 1.5 million tons, worth of about $3 billion, down 2.7% in volume, but up 9.4% in value year-on-year. A series of consecutive Western sanctions has caused the Russian market to wobble at times. However, many Vietnamese textile garment enterprises here still stand firm and continue to operate stably. At Ruvitex's company in Moscow province with about 40 workers, the production lines at the company's garment factory are still operating stably.
Our work is still stable.
With the attention of business owners, the life of workers remained stable. Employees at our company have a minimum income of about 15 million VND per month. We ensure full salary payment for the employees, and we also support them in converting USD when inflation is booming.
At the Salontel Government Factory, the factory also equips a gym to play sports so that everyone can always feel a happy and excited atmosphere.
I have been working here for many years. The working environment is very good and income is quite stable. We also learn from other countries like Japan in treating workers so that they stick with us. For those who have worked for a long time, we also have a separate preferential policy on.
The Russian-based enterprises are gradually overcoming challenges, supplying stable goods to the market, and ensuring stable life for Vietnamese workers in the guest country. With advantages in rich mangrove and freshwater ecosystems, many Mekong Delta provinces have been promoting ecotourism and community-based tourism. Cà Mau province has also been increasingly promoting the development of community-based tourism to turn it into a typical tourism product. The model not only offers interesting experiences to visitors, but also helps improve the lives of local people. Early one morning, this group of tourists from Ho Chi Minh City joined local people in the Det Mui Cultural and Tourism Village in Ngoc Hien District, Cà Mau Province for a tour. Sitting on a boat gliding through tens of kilometers of immense green mangrove forests, which have been the setting of many films in the region, brings a lot of excitement.
Sitting on a boat to explore the mangrove forest and contemplate the dawn It's a great experience.
I haven't never experienced this before and found it quite enjoyable. Next time I will bring my family.
Taking local tours introduced by the Detmoy Cultural and Tourism Village not only give visitors a chance to discover nature, but also experience rural life from spending time with people and eating dishes they prepare. This community-based tourism model is to become a typical old corp, one core meal, one product tourism product of Cà Mau province. Local people involved in tourism are also becoming more and more professional.
Thanks to this type of tourism, local people live quite comfortably because they have work. Visitors also feel more satisfied.
Having mangrove and freshwater ecosystems and abundant aquatic and seafood resources are strengths for Cà Mau in developing ecotourism and community-based tourism. With a goal of making tourism a key economic sector and becoming a bright spot on Vietnam's tourism map, Cà Mau province is focusing on investing in ecotourism and community-based tourism, exploiting a variety of tourism resources from agriculture.
Cà Mau is aiming for civilized tourism, ensuring the safety of visitors and cohesion in the community to take full advantage of the region.
Cà Mau has 4 tourist areas and 23 eco and community-based tourism sites. Tourism that allows the local culture to thrive is effectively promoting the potential and advantages of the locality, while ensuring livelihoods, thus contributing to economic development. Hue Festival 2022 has had a complete makeover, from being held throughout the 4 seasons to building a youthful, dynamic and integrated image of Hue. Such changes have involved the participation and contribution of young local people who will inherit and promote the values the Hue Festival has built over the past 20 years. For Hue Festival 2022, the Thừa Thiên Huế Provincial Youth Union mobilized 150 volunteers to support events. There are also groups of volunteers directly supporting international organizations and artists taking part in the festival.
Whenever I interact with foreign guests, I try to make a good impression in the hope they will come back in the future.
Everyone's been very welcoming to us. Since we arrived at the airport, we had a very nice welcome, and everyone's here to help us, to help us visit the city, so it's great.
As well as the contributions of volunteers, the festival has gained the support of many local students. The enthusiasm of youth has created a completely different festival. The experience gained at the international event will also help young people become more aware about preserving and promoting Vietnam's cultural values.
These activities are necessary for us and the younger generation to learn about preserving Vietnamese culture. Events at historical sites have left a good impression on tourists as well as local people.
By calling for young people to preserve cultural values and have to build the Hue Festival, this year's event has been a great success. And that's wrap up our news bulletin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.